That's not how you do people. That's really not a good way to be dealing with people. You wouldn't like it. My name is Ayin. Today's topic of discussion is what I just got done stating. That's really not how you deal with people. I'm gonna start this video off with an example. I remember one time in my earlier days, I had an altercation with a family member. And I was calling to consult with another family member. I was really rattled. It was in my, I was a little older than a teenager. But I was really rattled by the situation. At this point in time, this relative, them and I were working on a relationship. So I called to reach out to them. They weren't available. So when he had got off the phone, or, I actually left a voicemail, and I'll tell you the reason why I remember that. Went on, got over the situation. The person went to give me a call back. It was like the next day or what have you. And I remember my mother came in the room, and she was like, hey, such and such called you back. And I was like, oh, okay. So I don't remember how much time passed because we're talking about a while ago. So she came back again and she was like, hey, that person called, and when they called, they asked you to call them back because they could tell the urgency that you had in your voice. And that's really not right to do a person like that. They picked up on the sense of urgency in your voice and needing to talk, and they took time out to return your call. I get it, that you may be feeling better and everything's all well now, but you really should give them a call back. I felt bad in that instance because I felt like a lot of the things that we talk about on this channel. I felt that I was being selfish in that moment. It was like picking a person up when you needed them and then putting them down because you didn't. And I did. I called them back. And even though that was no longer a concern, we talked about what had transpired. And I made it known that wasn't my intentions, or at least that's not how I was trying to be, even though it did come off like that. And we moved on past it. But this example that I'm talking about, it comes in many other different forms of the way that we interact with people. How we can really pick up selfish at a time that really seems geared towards us in that moment, or that is really geared for us in that moment, and it seems like the whole world has just come to a stop. And the fact of the matter is when you're going through something, you're going through issues and problems, really they're just your issues and your problems. You really have to realize that other people that stop, that take the time out to hear you out, to address your concerns, give you feedback, to be with you in that moment in time, that's invaluable. Time is not something that you get back. You can get money back. You can loan money. You can get money back. You can get it back with interest. Time is something that you don't get back. So when a person gives you their time, they're giving you the most valuable part of them. The only thing that I think of that they could do any more of is if they were to give you an organ or a body part. Think about it. How many times have you been so self-absorbed with something that was a concern to you, nothing else mattered, people stopped, took the time out to go with you through that moment? Are you giving them a fair shake at things? Are you being available for others like that? Now, I know we talk about a lot on this channel how you can be too readily available, have yourself caught up in all type of situations, rigmarole. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm doing here in this video, I'm taking time out to talk about these small instances. On all those other videos where I go, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this particular situation of you being used and you need to know when you're being used and back up. I'm talking about those situations. Every time in one of those, out of those 450 videos that's up on this channel, that I've stopped and said, I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about blanketing over everybody and treating everybody like writing them off on, hey, it's not convenient for me, so I can't deal with you. Every time I've paused to say I'm not talking about those moments, I'm talking about that right here in this video. Relationships are delicate. Just having human interaction is going to be inconvenient. It's not going to always be at the best time for you. Those are what interactions are. The problem is that you have some people, and this is how relationships can get really one-sided. They can fall off. It can really bring about animosity. Is when you have people that they call them fair weather friends. They're only around when the weather's good. Man, as soon as they see a cloud in the sky, they're gone. They're heading for cover. I get it. I hate drama just as much as the next person. Well, unless you're standing next to a person that loves drama. I know plenty of them. But I hate drama as much as the next reasonable person down the line that doesn't like drama. All I'm saying is are you putting in the same amount of energy that you're taking out from the relationship? I've acknowledged this in another video when I said it's just like to take a penny, leave a penny. Some people might be unaware of this because you don't see this at convenience stores a lot. Some convenience stores, they have a little bowl there. It says take a penny, leave a penny. Or it might not say anything because people really know what it's good for. You see a little bit of change in there. That little bit of change in there is for if you buy something and maybe you're 2 cents short, hey, it's a penny or two in there. You can take it out, pay for your item. You ain't got to go, running back to the car. Or, man, can I come back and get you on this 7 cents, this 5 cents? But it only works if people leave money in that bowl. It's the same way and the same thing with relationships. You got to put in what you take out. But it's a balance. It's a balancing act. Because I've done another video called Selfless versus Selfish. You can't truly just be selfless, because if you're selfless, you'll be surrounded by selfish people. So it's a balancing act. You got to know where you end and others begin. That's my take on it. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on all the social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. This is where I'm hosting my videos at. Check out the book and the link in the description box. I Ain't Kilimanjaro is the Arithmetic of Family Communication. In the meantime, stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.